Hey guys, it's Gina. I finally am making a video because I figured out a lighting setup and I'm using my husband's camera as a phone since my other phone's audio is crap. I have no other way of saying it. So I have 5 books that I'm currently doing like arty things in, and I figured I'd share with you what art things I'm actually doing since I have been slacking and not doing a whole lot of art things, but you know, some paper art type painting things. But I'll start with the newest one, which is this one. Some of these you might have seen in past videos. This art book, this is a junk journal that I made out of a painting. It was a canvas painting I had done to kind of work out my anxiety about these reoccurring alligator anxiety dreams I was having. And I liked how it came out, but it wasn't like I wanted to hang this on my wall. But I didn't want to get rid of it either, and I didn't want to store it. So I cut the canvas off of the frame, and I made this art journal book with it and glued it down to a papered out, what do you call that? Deconstructed regular hardcover book. And I thought it turned out really cute, and then I sewed in the signatures and added this. But this has got 3 signatures. I haven't started working in it at all yet. It's kind of my backup to my other art journal that I have, but mostly it's scrapbook paper, some like envelopes. These I just found in my closet when I was going through things. They are my 1980, 85, 86, I'm not sure what year, October. My parents and I went to Honolulu out of LAX because my parents used to work for the airlines, and I was an only child that went to a lot of states. And I just love the look of these. I have so many like nostalgic memories of always flying places and my parents working for the airlines and stuff. It was just so nice. And like, you don't even get these printed out anymore unless you print them out on your own computer, and then it's scans on them. And my favorite part right here, non-smoking seat or smoking seat. I don't miss that at all because that was gross. And this is a image out of a magazine. It was an illustration that I really liked. I now have a different place I'm going to put all of these, so I probably won't keep them. This I got in like a mailing. Oh, Angela Bassett. I love Angela Bassett. She is the epitome of just everything. Everything. I just adore her. If she's in a movie, I will watch it. If she's in a TV show, I will watch it. But yeah, I put these signatures together. This is a sticker that I made or printed out from a digital pack from James Burke here on YouTube. He's a very good artist. If you enjoy doing paper crafts and like painting and doing illustrations, James Burke is who you want to watch on YouTube. I'll leave a link to any artist I mention. I'll leave a link below. Hopefully I can remember everybody. I should leave like a notepad here and write down like, make sure you do this, Gina. You said you do this in the video, because I'm horrible at editing videos. I can't say that this is ever going to be a channel where it's like, ooh, look at that intro. Ooh, look at that transition. Nope. Nope. Sorry. That's not what I do. This is some like textured scrapbook paper. I like painting on already colored surfaces like that with the texture. It's so neat. Oh, this was a hand carved stamp I did a long time ago. Stamped in yellow. I wanted to make, I made my own wrapping paper out of it, and I stamped all these big Indian inspired elephants on there. Oh, so pretty. Because I used to I have a very good friend who is an expert at wrapping, like wrapping gifts and stuff. Like her stuff, if presentation is key, she has all the keys to the world. And she will embarrass you of any skill you think you have. in wrapping a present, because every time I get a present from her every Christmas, because we always exchange Christmas presents, every year, no matter how much I plan, how much I buy, how much I like take my time putting it all together, it's always poop compared to her presentation. She is so gifted at it. I love it. And I always try harder, because I feel like even the most simple things, if they come in really nice presentation, they just look better. Like, you can have a nice thing, but if you present it poorly, it's not going to look as nice as it could, you know. So this is what I did here. It's just kind of like doing this video with this wood grain. Is it the best? No. Is it better than using this blue cutting sewing mat that I have over there? Yes, because that blue would make your eyes hurt, and it's just that kind of thing. But this book would be the same either way, but on that blue, it would look hideous. So this is my newest junk journal. I do think I'm going to do more. If I do a canvas painting that I'm not that happy with, I will cut that sucker up in a hot minute and have no regrets, because I can only paint over a canvas so many times before I'm kind of over it. And usually it's not that. Usually it's I get to a point like this one where I like it, but I don't necessarily want to hang it on my wall and take up wall space. And I don't want to stack it in my closet and take up closet space. So this is a perfect project with those. Next is my current, this is my pen pal envelope I just made recently. I'm wanting to, like, I wrote a pen pal letter to an old friend of mine, and then, because we used to be pen pals when we were young, and I thought she'd be into it, and she never wrote me back. She called me, but she didn't write me back. So I'm going to try my other friend who's into paper crafts to see if she will be an extra, and I mean extra, like someone who goes extra with doing the pen pal thing and like going out of their way to like make envelopes and, you know, the presentation of it all. Like, I'm doing a whole thing. It's plans. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to do that, but it's something I do want to do. This one I showed in a previous video. The sticker is by Zeke's Lunchbox. She's doing a tarot card project on YouTube. She's a great artist on YouTube. Link below with James Burke and Bye Bun. This is a felted heart that I did. This book was 2 like chipboard pieces, and then I connected them by gluing this fabric on the back, and then I made each signature, and I think this has got 4 signatures, each signature, and then I glued that same fabric onto each signature, and then I sewed them in to the back signature fabric. And so, and I had sewed up the middle of these first, but this is my current, oh, we have to, I got this at the Dolly Museum in Tampa. Oh, Frida. I'm sorry, I had to get a little water. I'm getting a little parched. But I made this one. I like this is from my friend Lauren. She sends me a lot of cards that obviously, they're handmade cards. I want to keep them. And so I like sticking them in here. Oh, this I did in early 2019. Oh, I miss you, 2019. Let me tell you. Oh, it says TV shows. In Between, I think that's done. Songland, I think it's still on. The Reef, I think that's gone. Beat Shazam. Oh, Jamie Foxx, I love you. Portrait Artist of the Year. It's a show it's an English show that they post on YouTube. Terrific art show. Elementary and Discovery of Witches. I painted those. I did some little print. Oh, Amy sent me that in one of her letters recently. So cute. And then that's Posca pen with a little doodle. I like doodling. This is by James Burke. It's another one of his digital downloads. That's what I wanted to say before. Oh, this is a card from my sister. I love just stapling cards in this thing. It's like the #1 reason why I need a junk journal, because I don't I don't have anywhere else to put the cards, so I don't want anything to happen to them. This I painted. This is not a full-on flip through of all these books, but you know, what are we doing? Is it all right? Will you watch it anyway? Oh, there's a little picture of me when I was like 5 at my parents' lake house. Oh, so adorable. I was always so cute with hats on. Oh, this is a cool envelope. I don't even know where I got this envelope, but it's like a really neat material. Oh, what are these called? Idea bubbles, idea mapping. I don't even know. It's like a newfound thing. Oh, and there's another picture of me. I must have printed out a couple pictures of me. That's me coloring in my early 80s living room. I was probably 6 or 7 there. I was an arty kid. Surprise. I know you're shocked. But yeah, I like putting that kind of stuff in there to remind myself that even though I'm not like a working artist, I'm still an artist. I just don't make my living at it. Oh, so cute. Another card. Now this is where I've started not having, like I plan on doing things on all of these. Another envelope, another card. This signature is also not finished. Little envelope. These I got from the Ringling Museum in Sarasota. Oh, love them. I just don't know what to do with them. I guess I could send one to a pen pal, but like I want to go to Ringling again. I want to go to an art museum. I want to go to the Chicago Art Museum. Anyway, sorry. I don't mean to be like that, but I'm done. So this one needs to be finished out. So I've got a lot of room in this one to work before I move into Alligator Town. And I might think of something that I want to do specifically with Alligator Journal or Junk Journal. Who knows? But this is my current junk journal. And I love this little bow on here. It's so cute. Okay, next. You're like, oh my God, Gina, we're going to be here forever. And get a drink, pause it, do whatever you want. It's not a complete flip through, but this one especially isn't going to be a complete flip through, but I'll just kind of talk about it. This is the first time I got this one. This is a render mixed media soft cover. Oh God, I think they call it crescent on the back. They have like a crest. I don't know why it says crescent on the back. I think I got it on Amazon. This paper is Jack. Okay, it's very thick, and if you use Copic on it, I don't know. Have I used Copic on it? I might have to try using Copic on it. I might not have. Copic is not going to seep through this. Like, it's not. It's not going to seep through this paper. But an acrylic is fine. You want to paint acrylic pieces on this paper, have at it. But if you paint watery acrylic or watercolors or gouache is... Here, this is gouache. Gouache is kind of... see how the yellow is? That's just straight watercolor. It looks kind of... it's not great. It's not great. It's not the best watercolor. It's not the best mixed media book if you want to be able to use watercolor. Like, it's just not. So I've filled almost all of it. I have just this much left, and don't look at that hideousness. I'm going to cover up later. I've been working in this a little bit here and there. And then, what was I going to show you in here? I don't remember now. Well, you can have a little look-see. I'm not gonna, but I wanted this to be like the sketchbook, but I really like my Strathmore mixed media book better than this one, though the size is really good. It's just this paper, and the paper is so smooth, so takes acrylic really well, but ink pen, great. Pencil, you know, but if you want to do any watercolor or gouache, it's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. So, oh, there's the little tarot card that Libby sent me. I put it in here so it'd be safe. I could have probably put it in my junk journal, but I did not. I found this when I was going through my closet, and so I did a little folding sticking it in here. It's my graduation, certificate of graduation from kindergarten. And why don't they make things like this anymore? Why do we get stuck with computer printed pieces of crap? I mean, even the illustrations on a well done one printed out would be good, but nobody takes the time. No. Makes me bummed out. So I have this much left, and then I will be able to buy a new sketchbook. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Stickers, just in case you were wondering. I got this from Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I got this from Rainy. I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel below. This is my sticker from my Gator babies. This is from Zeke's Lunchbox, and this is from Bye Bun. So I will try to remember to put all of them on the down below. Next is this book has had, this is my, I will always rebuy this book. I get this book from Black. It's typically $6.35. It's very hard to see. It's an EcoQua, EcoQua, 100% natural. EcoQua, there we go. This is it right there. I love these books. The paper is really, really thin. This is another Zeke's Lunchbox and Rainy sticker. The paper is, oop, why did I do that? But anyway, if you're this far in, it's fine. I'll see if I can edit it. I'm sure I can. This is, I was going to make this book be just art journaling spreads, because I really liked the size, but then I realized the size was too big for art journaling spreads. This is another canvas that I hacked up. This was an oil painted canvas of a jellyfish study I did. Yeah, I didn't want to keep it on canvas, so I cut it out. But I've decided that I wanted to make this more of a glue book, where I glue in images of whatever out of magazines that I like, that I want to save the images, and then I make notes of what ideas come to me from these images, or what I like about them, why they're in here, essentially, because a lot of them are ideas. Like, I do love this one, but the idea of making a clay sculpture inside of one of those like Tim Holtz watches is what I really love. Like, I want to do that. That's what I want to make, an art piece in one of those watches, and that would be super cool. This, I did like my goldfish, my BJD goldfish, kind of with the same idea of that. This, oh, I love, this is my favorite cover of Art Doll magazine. This doll is divine. This, I really liked the idea of, this is what, I don't know exactly what they did, but this is what my idea is. This was paper clay, and you carved the outline of the design into the paper clay, let it dry, then painted it, and then maybe use like a pen to do the line work, or a very small brush. I think it would look so neat on paper clay. I mean, I guess you could do it on any clay as long as you bake it. I mean, it would be experimental, but I love that. And I wrote pattern etched into clay piece. I loved it. And sometimes it's just, I really like how they did the eyes on this guy. Can you see that? Yeah. I really like that. This, oh, divine. How they made her tail shimmer like that, I have contemplated many a times. This guy is my other favorite art doll I've ever seen in my life. Look at the resin in the thing and his little face. I bought this $15 magazine just for this image, and I don't regret it. I even wrote obsessed because I was. This is like embroidery on a painting. I liked that. This, I've been wanting, I'm leaning more and more into this whole fabric art realm, fabric mixed media pieces, but to really do this, you have to have a lot of fabric on hand to use, and I do not have A, that much fabric, B, that much room, or C, that much like love of my sewing machine / hand sewing. I wish I did. This is what I want to do. I will figure it out. I will figure it out in the future. Don't know when, but I love it. Love it. This is more idea clippings. Ooh, I missed a page. We're gonna have to glue some stuff in there. And I won't go through every page. I will in a future video if you would like, and I can, oh, more fabric art. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Even just to make like little fabric art pieces and put them behind glass, like hang them on the wall or make a freaking couch pillow. I don't care. I don't care. I love that. I love it. But it's just, I don't mess around with my sewing machine enough to make it like a art tool, you know. Oh, my list of 2020 projects that are sad and I don't want to talk about it. Oh, this is Julie Fanfay Balzar's art journal. She was in like Art Journaling magazine, and I loved the article, so I just tore the whole article. I only bought the magazine for this article, and I maybe clipped out a few other things, but mainly I just wanted the article somewhere where I could read it every once in a while. This is an idea for an art doll. Oh, this I've been doing, I just did this the other day. I've been doing like a lot of like sketchy sketches and just, you know, just total crap drawing and scratchy writing, just because. Oh, I tried to draw a harpy owl, and that's pretty much my mood right now. Look at him. He's like, screw you. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's my face 90% of the time. And when I'm not doing art. I should qualify. This, I'm wanting to do more of like cohesive spreads. This obviously is not cohesive. This is me being like, ooh, this is my glue book, and this is me being like, ooh, let me scratchy draw over here. This was just more scratchy drawing. There's this app that I found called Sketchy, and I'll leave a link below with the artist, and it's a kind of an Instagram type art app where they put up inspiration, daily inspirations, different classes, different things, and people take one photo, and take one photo and everybody does it and then posts it and then links them, and you can see how everybody redoes the photo in their own style kind of thing. So I did her, which I love, and I did it in oil pastels. That's why she looks a little scratchy. I was experimenting, and so I put it in here. And then look at this on the back though. You could see my original underlying drawing, and then like the oil pastels kind of like seeped into this paper because it's real thin. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper that's. It's a real thin, smooth paper. I don't even know what the weight is on this. I'm never good with the weight, but it's very. I mean, it feels nice. Like it's nice feeling. This is some more magazine illustrations. I kind of just want to make this like a magazine illustration study book too, where I'm like, oh, this is who did this. There's their little name right here. I like their style, and kind of study what other people do. This is another for the Sketchy app. I just haven't painted it because I was going to paint it. I just did the underlying drawing. Oh, look at that illustration that I got out of a magazine. There's so many illustrations in magazines that it blows my mind. I love it. This, I really liked the color scheme. I haven't written on here why I did that yet because I just did it this morning. And then this is what I have left. This is an old flamingo painting I did on black paper. And that's my glue messy sketchbook. Mostly a glue book. I would consider it more of a glue book. And lastly, the thing I've been loving the most is my new art journal. This is an altered book turned into an art journal. I took many of Bai Bun's classes, link below. She does art journaling mixed media, and she does hers in this book. So I got one of these books. You don't have to. You can do it in any book. But I really like the size and the matte pages. Matte pages are key. And this book is The Tragedies and Mysteries of Rock and Roll. And you can get one on eBay for relatively cheap. And all the pages are kind of very little color, a lot of black and white to work with, and it's a very well-made, like, softish cover book. And so I did the cover, and this is a sticker by Rainy, but I did some, it was black and white, so I did some color work on it, and then I used one of my handcraft stamps, and I did some painting. I like how, I mean, it could use a little something more, but otherwise it's good. And I've done a couple, oh, and Bai Bun's classes, she has a lot of them on clearance right now, or she has 2 of them recently on clearance because of the whole quarantine thing. I'm leaving a link to her Etsy below. Her classes for art journaling are great. My favorite is creatures. My next favorite is probably lyrical, which is what this one is. It's a lot of videos of, she does really, really nice videos. She's fun to listen to and talk, you know, listen to her process and stories. And I really enjoy her online classes. So if you're really, really bored in the house, you know, in the house bored, we all know where that came from. Check out her Etsy because it's great. And it's something to do if you like doing paper art, crafty, mixed media stuff. But this is the lyrical spread I did, and I liked that. And then I kind of take a lot of her techniques, and then I just kind of make my own art journal pages. This one is very much what you would do in lyrical. This is more kind of creatures, kind of my own thing. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, this one I did early on in quarantine, and I love it. I think it really solidifies how I feel, and it was very therapeutic, and I love this page. This page alone makes me thrilled with this book. And then I did this page. This one is kind of a flip through of what I've got so far. I loved how this came out. The words could have been a little better, but I cut those out of scrapbook paper. And then I started this one. It got dark quick on me. I gotta fix it. It needs some work. And then I started the base of this one this morning. I don't know where I'm sticking this. That's why it's floating around. But this is like the base of how I do the scrapbook pages, or the art journal pages. Scrapbook. But that's all I have, and then I put wax paper in between them so that if the glue's not all the way dry, or the paint, you know, doesn't stick together. That is it. Those are all 5 of my books. I hope you enjoyed seeing them and hearing me blabber on about them. I enjoyed making a video for once because it's been a long time, but I will hopefully make another vid soon now that I have kind of like a setup. Hopefully this looks good and sounds good, and I will talk to you guys later.